Well, another adventure begins. I'm leaving my car out here where we're gonna finish our trek tomorrow. Hoping to get over the TriPyramids, the Sleepers, Mount Whiteface, and Mount Passaconaway. Find a spot to spend the night out there, and then return here in the morning. So, let's get this show on the road, quite literally. I got about a 2-mile road walk before I can get into the woods. If I'm not mistaken, that's Passaconaway. There we go, road walk's done. Now we can get this trip off the ground. Well, I didn't see a way to rock hop that. But yeah, I would rather just get wet and get a little cold than try to jump, slip, and hurt myself. Well, we've reached the wilderness. 3 stream crossings on that trail. I was able to keep dry feet for one of them. The other 2, I had to just go right through. So, working our way up to the TriPyramids now. This looks like a brand new blowdown. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's another fresh blowdown. Blowdown number 3. 3 fresh blowdowns. Oh boy, someone's going to have their work cut out for them this week. I don't know, is this blowdown number 4 here? Ugh. Oh, it's wet too. Ugh. Well, it's been a pretty smooth ride so far this morning. Looks like I got one more crossing here, and then it will be time to start climbing. Let's see, can we keep dry feet? I don't think so. Look at this brook though. Wow, this is beautiful. This area is truly stunning. Every time you turn a corner, a new cascade, a new stream to cross, a new bed of moss. Beautiful section of trail. Yeah, I got nothing to say. Camera's not gonna do it justice, but we're climbing now. I kept waiting for it. We're finally here. Yeah, that kicked my ass. I don't even know if that's considered a hard trail. It was steep. Everything else was fine. But it was definitely steep on the last bit. Anyway, here we are, heading out to Mount TriPyramid. Coming up on the summit here, looks like maybe a partial view. You know, I didn't do any reading to see if there was even a view at this summit. But we've still got, I don't know, 4 or 5 more peaks to hit today. As the day goes on, that's where we're going to be working towards. Partial view to start the day. Not too bad. We're going to continue along the Mount TriPyramid trail here. We're going to hit Middle TriPyramid, then South TriPyramid, and then we'll join up with I think the Kate Sleeper Trail. Yeah, we still got a big day ahead of us, but we're off to a good start. Weather is holding out really good. Looks like another partial view here. Well, this must be Middle TriPyramid. Again, partial views. But we keep getting glimpses at where we're trying to end up tonight. All right, let's see if South TriPyramid gives us anything else. But you know what's cool about today's adventure is once we've gained this ridge, which we have, we're just gonna ride it for a while. I don't know if we're going to be on this ridge for 7 or 8 miles. We're still going to have ups and downs. But really only one major climb. So that's pretty cool. You're still not getting any of these for free. As you can see, we're dropping down. The next peak will come up and then we'll shoot back up. but nothing like we were dealing with this morning. See that rock? I've seen so much moss today. Unbelievable. This is so cool. It's like a jungle out here. Looking back to where we came from, must be getting close to south. Another partial view from the summit. Just something through the trees there. But I think we got something good right around the corner. Let's see what we got down here, shall we? Oh. So yeah, I just got to work my way down here for a little bit, and then we'll skirt off of this slide and get back on our ridgeline. I mean, that thing is straight up. I gotta be careful not to miss my turn here. Ugh. It's not a bad view for lunch, huh? Let's get this pack off for a little bit. All right, one last look from South TriPyramid Slide, and we're gonna get on to the Kate Sleeper Trail. Wow, that's a pretty sweet view. Whoa. Man, this is so nice. Like, no threat of storms. I don't have to rush through this or anything. I can just sit here and take in the sights. It's a good day. And we have re-entered the jungle. Jumanji. I know I sound like a broken record, but look at this forest. Like, it's so peaceful. I don't know. I can't get over it. The path on the ground is soft. Everything's chill. Well, that's nature for you. A nice natural wooded vase and a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So if you blinked, you missed West Sleeper. We're working our way towards East Sleeper now. I think I remember reading something about a massive storm came through and there was a big section of trail that needed to be rerouted, and there's a whole bunch of blowdowns. Not to hike over, I don't think, but it might be cool, kind of like a tree graveyard or something. I don't know, but that's where we're headed next. I will say, the moss, the green, the jungle continues. Like, it's just one of those peaceful trail days. Every trail, every day, every trip has its own flow, has its own character to it. And this one has totally been about solitude and moss. And I'll take that any day. Spur path over here to the summit of East Sleeper, it looks like. I don't think there's supposed to be a view out here, which would also follow the theme. But I've got no problem hiking through this. I mean, this is just cool in itself. Oh, there's your summit. Up. I just got one question. Why is it the smallest little baby sign? I've never seen such a small sign out here. Well, I hate to ruin the surprise for you, but there's no view at the summit of Whiteface either. Everything is leading up to this afternoon at Passaconaway. If I can get to camp early enough, which I think I'm on schedule to, I'll be able to get up to Passaconaway tonight, rather than tomorrow morning. Everything's leading to that view. So that intersection with the Downs Brook Trail, I believe, is the last water, for a couple miles anyway. So, got off my feet for a few, filled up, and now we're back on the trail. Looks like we are done with the Kate Sleeper Trail. That was beautiful. Heading down the Rollins Trail for a little while. You know, this one's actually pretty good. Street taco. Well, there you go. Summit of Whiteface. Let's see, I know we're supposed to get some views out here, but not from that summit, that's for sure. Ooh, Shakora, what a view of Mount Shakora. Yeah, all right. There's our target. That's been our target all day. We're still working our way there. What a beautiful day it's been. You know, there's not a bad view right here. You kind of gotta get through all that. This really has been the day of partial views. I don't know, will that trend continue? Or will we get a view up on Passaconaway? That is the question. Shakora still eyeing us down out there. I'm coming for you. Ooh. Probably the best view yet, but yeah. Don't want to do that on a wet rock. Found another viewpoint. Pretty sweet because I'm pretty sure that's Whiteface, so we came from there this afternoon and just went around the whole bowl, and here we are now on another precarious lookout. Ooh, I see a little sign out there. Maybe we're getting close to camp. And just gotta find a good little tent spot. Oh, things are looking great. Nice little fire pit, sheltered from the wind. Well, I ended up finding a really nice little campsite. We're gonna head up to Passaconaway, finally. Looks like we got just a little bit more work to do. But we're almost there. A little partial view, but I know there's a little view spur. You gotta hike a little bit to get to it. Not far, I think it's what, quarter mile or something? Adds a half a mile, but I'm getting that view. It's the last thing I do tonight. Sounds like a cool place. Not today. Right now, we got somewhere to be. Pretty sure those are boreal chickadees. First time I've ever seen one of those. And there it is. Wow. That is really nice. Tell you what, I think that is Hedgehog Mountain, Allen's Ledges, and then that could be Potash Mountain. Did that back in April. Those were really fun. It's weird now. Yeah, actually, you know what? That makes sense because the whole time I was staring at Passaconaway. It is really hard to walk away from this one, but it is time to work our way back to camp. I'm thinking about dinner. So you might be able to make out those 3 humps out there. Those are the TriPyramids. That's where we started up top today. All right, well, dinner is rehydrating. Beef pasta marinara tonight. I got a little fire going, and yeah, I'm gonna turn in pretty soon here. So, I'll see you in the morning. Well, I've just been having a really lazy morning around camp, and it's been nice. Normally I'm kind of up and at 'em and out the door. But yeah, just chilling at this beautiful campsite today. I do think it's time to pack up though and start making our way back into the woods. Well, that was one of the nicer campsites that I've stayed at recently. I'll be back here. About 6 or 7 miles back to the vehicle. I think the hardest part of my day is just going to be early morning hiking through spider webs. Well, this isn't part of the trail, but I kind of want to climb up here a little bit. I feel like if I can just get above this little tree here, we might be able to get a little view. Hey, look at that. We were just up there. Definitely dropped quite a bit of elevation. You can see the trees and the leaves changing. A little bit of mud to contend with here at the end. Oh yeah. First bridge I've seen this whole trip. Well, we're leaving the wilderness. Looking for a spot to go hang out by the brook for a little while. Well, I'm just about out of the woods, and I'll tell you what, I am glad that I did that road walk yesterday rather than this morning. I just had one of the most peaceful trips I've had in a while. The last thing I want to deal with is cars driving past me on a road. So, thanks for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed the scenery, and I'll catch you in the next one.